start of the Hellenistic period, cultural divisions were challenged by the arrival of an empire. Alexander's expanding empire improved trade routes, reducing cultural diversity. So, what was the impact of this on the food people were eating? A Greek diet consisted mainly of cereals, vines, and olives. This was called the Mediterranean Triad. Cereal was grown frequently everywhere in the Hellenistic world, but vines and olives were harder to produce. So, let's talk about Egypt. Vines did not exist in Egypt before Alexander's influence. This meant that the Egyptians had no wine, and instead drank barley-based beverages such as beer. Under Alexander's influence, new and exciting foods were introduced to Egypt, such as vines from Greece, garlic from Lycia, and chickpeas from Byzantium. But the trade was two-way. Egypt was very fertile, so it became the centre for agriculture and a main source of grain for the Hellenistic world. The ancient author Theophrastus also told us that Alexander's men who went with him to conquer Asia brought back new plants such as the cotton plant, banyan, pepper, cinnamon, myrrh and frankincense to Macedon. But how exactly did this cultural exchange happen? Military postings led to the introduction of different foodstuffs into new parts of the Hellenistic world, as shown by this papyrus letter from a soldier asking his sister to send him olyra, a type of grain, and radish oil. But it wasn't just the food that changed, it was how people were eating it. In the Hellenistic period, evidence shows a growth in the number of banquets. Traditional religious festivals were still celebrated, but the elite began to hold feasts without religious motivation, just for fun. Livy explains that the origin of foreign luxury was introduced into the city by the army from Asia. Could he be talking about the introduction of non-religious banquets? An example of the foreign luxury achieved is the wedding banquet of Karanos in Macedonia, circa 300 BC. One of the 20 guests wrote an account which included the first mention of a stuffed pig. The guest mentions that they ate from golden plates and they were enjoying brand new foods for the first time. The impact Alexander's empire had on cuisine in the ancient world is huge. The empire created better long-distance trade which exposed people to new foods, new agricultural technologies, and new ways of dining, all of which played a vital role in the Hellenistic world.